So say I have these two different parts. I have one here and I have the other part here, and we have this little seam here. It's very minor here, but say you want to make it even stronger. So let's get our soldering iron and melt these two together, right? Now that's going to cause a problem because now we can obviously see it. It's actually much more apparent that it's there now. However, we can, so I've joined it now, and now to build the volume back up, we put filaments on top. The same filaments, PETG. However, we want to make sure that it's the same type of finish, like textured sheet. So watch what I'm gonna do. So that, and that, try to be quick and press the textured sheets back on. Now careful, this might be a bit hot, so be very careful. So holding it tight until it kind of forms around the textured sheet. Take it off, and what do we have? Not bad, but you can see a slight change of color. Now it looks pretty flat, so it looks pretty good. What we can do is we can try. I haven't tried this yet, so I've got this soldering iron piece, and I'm gonna change this soldering piece. I'm gonna plug it in. So let the soldering iron warm up. Okay, now it's connected to this, and I haven't tried this yet, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna do this basically, but of course need to wait for it to warm up. And obviously I'm not going to use our fingers anymore because that's going to get really hot. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this around to make sure that the textured sheet only touches the black area. So around here. Yeah. Okay. I'm not touching that, don't worry. Okay, and then we'll just press down on the textured sheet, let it heat up a bit. Now the soldering iron is set to 408 degrees. However, this piece, this ironing rod, is slightly different. It is probably going to lose some of that heat. Let's take that off. Okay, yeah, that's not doing much, and I don't know if that damaged my PEI sheet. Maybe that's not a good idea. Probably not a good idea, no. So I'm gonna unplug it. To be honest, I think that's fine. I'm going to just leave it like that. So you can see I also done these two as well. Now you can't see them if you're looking for them. However, if we zoom out and look at the whole blade, you can slightly see it, but not too much. I mean, it's better for strength to have that rather than weakness. And so now that it's cooled down, I can touch it with my finger, and I can still feel a little bit of raise. So I'm gonna touch the areas that are raised, and instantly I'm gonna move this and then push it with my finger. So let's have the soldering iron to put in. Let's have the soldering iron stand right here, and as soon as I'm gonna touch it down, I'm gonna move the textured sheet. Press it down straight away and then hold it in place. And then take it off. See how it feels. Still feels a little bit bumpy. So just repeat until you're happy with the results, basically. It only takes a few seconds to harden. Doesn't look very good. I think it needs much more filament in this area. Okay, so I pretty much got there in the end. So that was where the seam was. And on the other side, you can see them slightly here. And that is without any paint job on top. So, I mean, that's pretty good. You can't really tell where the seam is unless you know where it is. And then you look for it, of course. So that is pretty good, I think. And since the color was actually it looked a bit hotter than the other areas, what I've done was got the soldering iron and I've done this. Just the very tip of it. Very quick. And I didn't just stay in one area. I moved it around